Namaste from Atoshi. This is my very first video that I have tried to make in one of my super short stay of 24 hours in Istanbul, Turkey. I was staying in a province called Kartal, which is nearby to Sabiha Gökçen International Airport, which is situated on the Asian or eastern side of the country. Interestingly, Istanbul is such a country which is situated in the junction of Europe and Asia. When I arrived there, the weather was quite cold and difficult because it was snowing on the night before I arrived. However, in the late morning, I managed to explore the city center a bit when the temperature was manageable around 6 to 7 degrees. So, in my short stay, I tried to visit all the main tourist spots. Now, how I did that? First of all, it's always better to download an offline map in this country as they don't provide free Wi Fi anywhere around the city. In Kartal Metro Station, I purchased a ticket from the machine. So in these machines they don't accept cards, so you had to withdraw the local currency, that is Turkish lira, and you had to accept the fact that when you are withdrawing the money with your country card, it's gonna accept some transfer charges. However, the ticket is quite cheap. It's around 1.50 euro or 1.75 US dollar. Now, from this station Kartal, I took a train. I took the red line. I took a train towards that's heading towards Kadikoy, and from this train, I traveled around 12 to 15 stations, which is exactly around 27 minutes, and I reached the station called AYRILIK ÇEŞMESI. AYRILIK ÇEŞMESI. From AYRILIK ÇEŞMESI, I purchased another ticket and I took the blue line, and it was only two stations, and this time I was taking a train going towards Halkali, a place named Halkali, and after two stations I got down to Marmare. Marmare Sirkesi is the main station from where we can access to all the tourist spots. And now look how excited I am when I finally reached the space. So finally, after a long minute and a long journey, three times I changed the metro, and guess what? Where I am now. This is the city center of Istanbul. We are somewhere nearby to Grand Bazaar and Sultan Ahmed Mosque, Blue Mosque. Pretty good weather. I think it's in the morning it was 3 degrees, and now maybe 6 or 7 degrees, quite cold. Let's get started. So here on the one side, mainly the downhill side, you will find the Grand Bazaar, the Spice Market, the dockyard from where you can avail for a ship tour, and and on the uphill side, there is the famous Hagia Sophia Museum. There is the Blue Mosque. But due to COVID, the entry was restricted. However, I managed to take some pictures. But when you come, when a COVID-free period, maybe you can enter and you can see you have there is an entry ticket, and you can enter the Hagia Sophia Museum. On the uphill side, this Hagia Sophia Museum, the Blue Mosque, which is one of the most famous tourist attractions in this area. It is situated on Hagia Sophia Medani, Sultan Ahmed Street. Now, what I did, I managed to take some pictures and I ate some local super delicious food such as baklava, the lamb kebab, the Turkish tea, the Turkish coffee, Turkish ice cream. You need to know that this country is very rich in culture heritage, and every street, every corner has some art embedded either on the porcelain, either on the stones, or any architecture or statue that you see. That's all I could do as a solo traveler and in a super short stay and during COVID time. However, if you are coming on a holiday, you will never regret being in such a beautiful country surrounded with waters, mountain, greeneries, nice people, and nice food. The only drawback is the language barrier. These people, they don't really speak English, so you need to download the Google Translate. That's better. The mistake I did, you don't repeat. However, I will say this is a must come place if you want to do a cheap shopping, if you want to if you are a fan of spices, clothes, shoes, bags. This is the place you need to come. And see you next in the next video in some different city in a different country. Also, I would like to mention that this was the favorite part of me in going to the Grand Bazaar, because in the Grand Bazaar there are hundreds of shops with thousands of alleys and millions of people. I was amazed with these honey shops where they keep different kinds of honey, beehives, and they even sell royal jellies, honey rich protein, or antioxidant tablets. I was amazed and I did some shopping. And never forget to buy an souvenir, a magnet, or a postcard whenever you go to a new country, which I always do.